Howdy people and welcome to today's video. So I'm going through Isaac's Twitter right now and I'm going to look through all the concepts and react to each one. Obviously they're all beautifully drawn. No, I can't draw anything like this. I was going to do my own concepts video, then I saw these and thought there's no point. I'll practice my drawing and I'll do it for the next egg maybe, but yeah, the Christmas egg is going to be the Christmas event even. It's going to be huge. And I don't have the creativity for that, but these people do. So first one comes from Real Help Me Sign Henry. I'm just going to call him Henry. So it's a Christmas concept. It's just part one. I'm pretty sure he's got 3 parts to this. His in-game name is Help Me Sign. So you know whether it's copied or not. So if you're looking the decorative egg, that's a pretty nice looking egg. It's like a glass ball with lights around it. It's kind of like a snow globe basically with lights around it. So I'm assuming that it goes from tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. So in the tier 1 we've got the dual cones, which is like the what do you call them? I can't remember what they call them. They're not called cones. They're called they're not acorns. Pine cones, that's the one, pine cones. Which it's actually quite nice. It actually looks pretty cool. I'd actually love that, just flying around my head. And it's got a pretty good chance too. It's rarer than the last tier ones that we got. But then we come on to the, what is that? The poinsettia. Yeah, queen, yeah, sure. I don't quite know what it is. It looks similar. I've seen it before, but I don't quite know what it is. But we're getting another queen, maybe. That might be pretty cool. It's quite nice. It's nice and bright. It's got Christmas colours. It's pretty sweet. The Festivium. Now, I quite like this because of the Christmas colours and the wings and the lights. But I'm not quite sure Isaac will put in another Hexarium into the game because there's already quite a lot. So maybe I like the first 2, but maybe change the third one to tier 3 to something else. Okay, now we're coming on to the desserts egg, which is absolutely great. It's got waffles. It's got a candy cane shoved into it. It's got a syrup dripping down from the top, and a cheeky little gingerbread man sitting on the sides. And the tier 1 is a cocoa trio. Now this is cute, I guess you could call it. It's cute. It's adorable. It's 3 marshmallows with chocolate on the top. It's pretty simple. And it actually looks quite nice. And it follows on to the next one, which is the Creamy Hydra, which is some more marshmallows it looks with cream on top. So it seems like it's just a one-up. I guess you could call it an evolved one. And then we come on to the Ginger King, the Gingerbread Man King. We've got a nice little gingerbread house on top. It's just all gingerbread. It's all gingerbread. And it's got a nice little crown. It follows. It's bang on there with Christmas. I actually quite like that one. I feel like that could work. Maybe possibly even work as a secret pet maybe. Anyway, let's come on to part 2. We've got the Cryo Egg, which is only put in 2 legendaries, which will probably be something like the Slime Egg with the Winged Hailstone, which looks quite nice, and the Frostbite Wyvern, which is also quite nice. It looks kind of like an Overlord. Maybe we might skip out on an Overlord again because there's quite a lot of Overlords in the game, but that's quite a nice idea. We've got the Thermal Egg with a cheeky little scarf going around it. We've got a Snow Leopard, which I'm surprised isn't actually something that was in the game already. I probably wouldn't expect it to be a legendary. I'd expect it to probably maybe be a common or a rare, because it's quite a simple thing. But the little helper, that's probably something that'll be more tier 1 maybe. A little helper, like a little elf or something, and a Christmas spirit. This is actually quite cool looking with the wings and everything and the horns. And obviously it follows the Christmas colours. So I quite like that one actually. With the secret probably in the thermal egg, being a holy wreath. That is a great idea. But I feel like if it came to be, the Christmas spirit and the holy wreath would probably be swapped. Because Isaac seems to like, or maybe silently someone, I don't know who decides what's a secret and what's not. They seem to like the more, like the spirit, the overlord kind of thing to be more of the secret pet. And then like the theme things to be more the tier 3s. Coming on to part 3, we've got in the shop pets, which is Divine Tyrant, the Deadly Sins, the Plushie Entity. That's a really good one. I'd like to see that in the game, but I doubt it'd be in the game. So I know Isaac doesn't like putting too much of his own stuff in the game. He's put his hats and he's put like hats and stuff, and he's given the developers pets, but usually doesn't put like too much in his game that's from himself. But I actually quite like the look of these. The Divine Tyrant, that would probably maybe be in the cryo egg. Maybe it fits the blue colours. I don't think it would fit anywhere else. And the Deadly Sins, maybe the thermal egg, possibly the decorative egg. It might fit in the decorative egg a bit more. The plushie will obviously be the shop pet, and then the Lunux, which looks insane. That is actually really cool looking. I actually quite like that. That'll look crazy as like a mythic shiny, or just like a shiny, with how different the colours would look. I actually really like the look of that. So I'm going to go find another one, and I will be back soon. Okay, so we're here now with Cammy's Christmas concept, Cam Stones, Caminator Stones, all that stuff, you know what I mean? So we've got the Christmas pass, which will be the season pass kind of thing. Yeah, I quite like that comet ornament actually. That looks really cool. Yeah, that would be quite nice for being maybe like a high kind of pass. I don't know how many levels will be in the reward, but if it was like the last pass, that would be really cool. And this will obviously be the reward pet for your rewards. The Royal Candy Cane. That is a great idea. They'll probably change it to a King Candy Cane just to keep like the same thing going. But moving on to the first egg is the icing egg. The icing cube. I actually quite like that. That would be, I think that would fit in really well. Like an icing cube, it's not too fancy, it's not too basic, it's just perfect for a tier 1. That's really good. Then the icing flower. Not sure if an icing flower makes sense, but the drawing looks absolutely crazy. That would be amazing to be in the game actually. It doesn't make sense, but when does Bubblegum Simulator make sense? That is a great pet to add. Then the secret pet, the Glacial Bond. This is where they got the idea for the Glacial Bond from, for the season 15 pet. So obviously that'll be replaced with something else, but you can clearly see they use the concepts and they take ideas. The Glacial Bond is insane. I also missed the shop pet actually. Forgot about this. The sort of the 500 billion plus bells. The Frosty Fiend. So that kind of looks like something like out of Krampus Christmas or The Grinch or something. Bit sinister. Looks like it'll try and ruin your Christmas. So that could actually be quite a powerful pet. That'll actually be pretty good to see. So now we come on to the decoration egg, which is the Ribbon Dragon. I quite like that, but again, it's a dragon. It'll probably be something more of like a rare or an epic. The Jingle Dweller. Now this is like a jester. This looks quite nice. It looks like a jester, but it's trying to be like a reindeer. So maybe I'd change it up a bit. But yeah, I quite like this. And then they've put the Wreath as the tier 3. Now this is what I was saying before. A Wreath would probably be more of a tier 3. It looks amazing. And it'll be a great fit to the game. But yeah, it'll probably be more of a tier 3. And then the Stockade Boot. Now this actually this probably will be in the game. A stocking boot. maybe they'll get like old Christmas pets and shove it in. So like you'd have like the King Snowman and your Holy Bell, stuff like that. Maybe other pets that would have been like added through this update. That'd be a great secret pet. And then you've got your Dazzling Frenzy, which is bright. It's it's got dark colours with lights on it, so it'll actually look pretty cool in game. And they've kept the usual, like an Overlord kind of look for the hard secret pet. So that could be added in the game. Next we come on to the Tree Egg, which is the gingerbread house. Now, on the other one we had the gingerbread, or the Ginger King, which had a gingerbread house on top of it. So maybe they could put both together. So we'll obviously have the gingerbread house, and then for the like hard secret pet in the Tree Egg, we'd have the Ginger King, which I think would actually work pretty well. Like having the easy legendary and the hardest legendary like together basically. But then we move on to the Sugar Cone Jewel Corn. That's a mouthful. Which is just like it's just a lot of sugar compact together with a lot of trees on it. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty it's a good design, obviously. Then we move on to the Macaron King. These are like those little burger-looking treats. It's like a lot of pink and yellow. It's just a colour of sugar, basically. Now I think that would look really good with the swirls and everything. It looks like it's having like a sugar rush or a sugar high or something, with like a lot of sugar dripping off of it and a lot of macarons around it with a crown. And then we move on to the easy secret pet, which is the cocoa muffin / cupcake, which I think maybe will be swapped with the Macaron King, because I feel like the Macaron King could work better as a secret pet. And then you'd move over to the muffin. It would look good as a giant muffin, but maybe it would be better as a tier 3. But it looks fantastic with a massive just bar of chocolate shoved into the side of it. Give it to me. And then we move on to the harder secret pet, which is the Velvet Wolf Lord. So it'd be like a velvet cake, which actually looks fantastic. Again, they've kept with the usual secret pet theme with the Wolf Lord, the Overlords and stuff. Wow, that should be in the game already, really. But that might be added somewhere. I feel like it should be. Then we move on to part 2, which is the Snowflake Egg. So we've got the snowball twins, so 2 snowballs, and some headphones over the top. These concepts seem to have a lot of like dual kind of things going on. And I feel like if it was coming to like a snowball, you could probably just call it a snowball, or like a hard rock or snowball or something, just have the headphones on top of it. Because you don't really need the 2. It looks good, yeah, but everyone seems to be going crazy with like the jewels and stuff. Then we come on to the Snowflake Glider, which actually looks quite cute. It's an adorable looking like creature. I'm trying to think of the movie now that I'm thinking that this looks like. It's like a massive dragon. Yeah, you probably know what I mean. It's not How to Train Your Dragon. It's like a fluffy dragon kind of thing. Someone will know. And then you come on to the Quartz, which is a tier 3, which is obviously quite a nice looking pet. It's got slightly more detail. It's not going overboard. Doesn't look like a secret. And then we've got the secret pet, which is like a medium. So it'll be like a candy corn shard, something like that. The Snow / Crystal Jars with variants. So this will be quite nice to look at actually. So there'll probably be things like the gingerbread variant. There'll be a wolf variant like there usually is. Kind of like the Guardian skulls basically. So, and there's actually a mini quest that they've actually added in. Find an elf that's trapped in a cage. Solve a puzzle in order to free it, and you'll receive a reward in return. So that's actually quite cool. Which ties into my other video explaining the other leak. On obviously there'll be quests and stuff, and you'll have to go save one of these elves out of a thing. You'll probably get like a load of currency or a pet or something, which would be pretty cool. And maybe they can tie in like another really hard to get pet for like the first 25 to do it or something. I'll add like a new Dementor in it. Maybe add a Christmas Dementor. That'd be pretty cool. So we come on to the Miracle Egg. There's so many of these. This video is going to be quite long. We've gotten the Star Wizard. It's like kind of like a kitty with wizard stuff on it. That's really cool. I like that. We've got the special gift. It's like a present with cheeky little reindeer inside. That's really good. And then you've got the magical orb, which is a big orb with maybe wings. I don't know what they are. Maybe wings with a Santa hat on it, and a nice little wreath kind of going around the bottom. It says wreath there actually. And then you've got the mini quest for the rewards. Oh yeah, so these are the rewards. So you'll get a pet. This will be mini quest 1 for the mystical hybrid, and then for another quest you get a holiday gem, which is quite cool. Okay, so we've also gotten the missile. If I don't burp again, we've got the mistletoe fairy, which will be, I'd assume, a secret pet out of the Miracle Egg maybe. And we've got the Archangel, or the Archangel maybe, which again, following the Overlord kind of thing, more realistic. Yeah, it looks. They both look quite cool. Yeah, they both look quite cool. Oh, we've actually got the mini quest 2 here actually as well. So, find all of the missing decorations around the Christmas event. And that's quite cool, that actually. So yeah, that kind of fits in with the holiday gem. That'd be quite cool to see. Then we come to part 3, which has the secret pets, more secret pets. So we've got the star gem, which is kind of like a key ring with a star on the end of it, a couple of wings. And then you got the mythic star, the mythic star gem, which is more wings. It's got more stars in the middle of it. It's quite cool that they've actually shown a mythic version of it. Then we've got the gift mimic, which will be a legendary somewhere. And it says in very small writing there, cursed pet. We've got the crystalline split, which is either a tier 1 or part of the rewards somewhere. And then we've got the hot chocolate, which looks quite funny. Which could be a shop pet maybe, as they say here, shop pet. We've got the Miracle Tunes. Miracle Tunes. Festive Tunes, Jingle Tunes, Thorn Tunes, and Meow Tunes. So it'd be like a variant kind of thing. As it says there, I'm so stupid. I completely lost concentration and I don't know why. And then you've got a full reference on a separated drawing. I don't know where that'll be. Oh, it's down there. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute then. We've got the Frigid Traveller, which could be a shop or a secret pet somewhere. Then the Luminosity, or as they say, an aka Luminance 2.0, which looks incredible. It's got a star coming out of like some horns or something, maybe antennas. So beautiful looking galaxy wings, nice overall looking pet. And they just say here, these are pets, extras, couldn't design an egg that would fit them. That is absolutely fine. They all look great. They could all fit into something somewhere. So this is actually the end of the Christmas concept. We're going to look at the variants now. So they've got a butterfly variant of these are the snow jars. The comet variant, which is like a comet, looks quite nice actually. I'd prefer that one. The delight, which is like that velvet red cake in a jar, and then we've got the shard, which is like a load of shards kind of growing out in a jar. Out of all of them, I think I'd prefer the comet because it actually looks quite feisty, kind of, you know what I mean. Then we've got in a different tune. So we've got in the festive tune, which is like a yellow up to like a red with a Christmas hat on it. We've got in the jingle tune, which is like a white, blue, yellow, with like a halo coming around it, and like jingle, well, obviously like kind of like tambourines without the drum bit in the middle. We've got in the thorn tune, which is obviously thorns coming out of it, like more of a sinister looking tune. We've got the meow tune, which is a load of like cats and meow 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 meow. So yeah, they're actually really cool looking. So I think out of all of this, my favourite looking one has got I think it's got to be the luminosity, because that looks incredible. I feel like that would probably have been more of like the a mythic look. They might tone it down a bit for the normal one. But yeah, these concepts from Carrie Stones, and if I can find where it is, from Help Me Sign. These are all great concepts. So to finish off the video, yeah, I was AFK hatching, I didn't get anything, which is poo, but you know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I appreciate you all watching. Bit of a long video, I know, probably a bit of a boring one too, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.